Today we're talking about some good news for a change. There's a lot of bad news in our world, a lot of bad news in our country, a lot of bad news even in our church. But when we deal with this bad news, we should never forget the good news. That is, that despite it all, the word of Jesus is still being preached, the good deeds of Jesus are still being repeated in our world by people around us, the sacraments are still being celebrated, the Eucharist is still being offered to people. And not only are we carrying out, you might say, the religious sense of what we're doing, but also it's reaching to practical ways. So, for example, Catholic Relief Services reaches into 120 countries throughout the world, not just to do emergency aid, but to help in development. The Catholic Medical Mission Board has hospitals in developing countries, especially for women and children. Then we think of our own diocese of Catholic Charities, helping the needy, helping the poor, helping the elderly, helping the addicted. We think in our own parishes of parish outreach, here in our own parish, of the ability for people to get food, to get clothing, to get the things that they need. And then, of course, we think of all the individual people, the individuals who contribute from what they have to help other people in need. Because we see these good things, we live in hope. Hope means we know the end of the story, and that is that God's goodness, God's grace, God's love will prevail. That's the end of the story. As Pope Benedict has said, one who lives in hope lives differently. Think about it.